The rooms of the Flower Child store that Dawn and I used to like to go to. Dawn loved this store so much. I think we bought things from here before. We bought, I think, the first French press we had, we bought here one time. Then it broke, but we got another one. And then I got my stainless steel one now, which I've still been using ever since. 64-inch stainless steel one. But this is the store I bought that one in. This has got some interesting stuff. You have some, like I said, this clothing in here. And here's the one that looks like the kitchen. It's just like looking at somebody's house with them. I mean, somebody who has a lot of shit. Somebody who's been saving stuff since the 60s. It's like, I've been around here saying, well, that was one of the things Dawn and I were, two things that were saved around since the 60s. Yeah. We were born in 1968, so I think my mom had I think it was my grandma had a clock. My mom's mom had this clock, or one exactly. I think that was it. One of my grandparents had a clock. This clock, not, this model exactly, not one very much like that, but that's got to be that model, or at least close enough that I could not possibly distinguish it from the other one. Here's this amazing living room. This is almost like I want to live here. I think this is a place of all the stores I want to just sit there and live in. I'll just go ahead and live here. I mean, I think when I was in my teens, I pictured some kind of like a role-playing Dungeons and Dragons type of game, but instead of having like Dungeons and Dragons, you had to just walk through a random place with it looks like all kinds of stuff and it looks lived in, but it just continues on in different rooms. I got a photograph. I got a drawing I made of it one time, like when I was in 83, I think it was, when I was like about 15. I turned 14 is probably when I drew it. I drew it on like notebook paper back in the 8th grade at Walnut Springs, where Pam works now. I hope she's gonna be all right. Here's an amazing chess set. Not an amazing chess player. Yeah. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Selection varies by store. When you want to drink, Speedway's got. I don't think they don't have it. These days it's pretty easy, and plus, stop him, he stole something. I think they can get some. These days, all you got to do is rely on everybody. Everybody keeps an eye on everybody these days. That's what I mean, trust. Having it. I think everybody's lining up in faith. Even people aren't religious are lining up in faith. I mean, like I did. I mean, it couldn't have anything better. And there's another one. Well, nice Monopoly picture. Some of these glasses frames would be amazing. Oh, this is the thing. This is some Dawn she must have seen these things and started wanting to make some necklaces herself when she came in here. Maybe this is what inspired Dawn to make her necklaces. And she loved coming into these places and just taking pictures like this. She loved this store. She loved some of the places in Clintonville we go to, the antique store up there. This is just an experience. So this is like there's more. This stuff is like more art than the actual art gallery, because we never even went back toward the one gallery when we stopped going to the gallery house. Even when the last few ones, it was more like we just came to places like this and coffee places. We didn't even go into the galleries really, and we stopped. I don't know what the last one, but I don't think it was any later than 2011. I think 2011 may have been the last gallery hop we even bothered to go to. We joke about going to the gallery hop. Hey, we back in like 2008 or something like. Hey, you want to go to not 2008, not 2008, the year from hell, but 2008 or something 2009. We get all excited about going. No, 2009 we're excited about going to the gallery hop still, and we just couldn't get. We couldn't relive the 2006. And then one in 2009 was something, I don't remember exactly what happened. That was so weird that Sandy was at the cashier at that ticket thing. Yeah. Dawn didn't like that I called her back up again. Yeah, well, I think she understands that. I wanted to show her that I'd moved on, that I didn't have the curse of her on me. It's kind of my dad, we threw away some of these. My dad had some old one of these Mad magazines. I think some other got it. When we were in our teens, we had these these Mad magazines. They were obviously probably my dad's, or they could have been anybody's. And they were a little earlier than these. There was the 60s. Like I took one back to 63 and Cracked also at the same time. Mad and Cracked. I threw them away. Hey, Playboy magazines. I know. Probably some of the ones that probably before. Yeah, probably. I probably saw these back in the 80s too. Plenty of these. You know, whenever they're around, dig down. I know where my dad kept them. Kept his. And then some of the 60s and 70s. Well, he's buying them in the 70s. But this is wow. I better go back up the stairs. I think I better start going back towards home, towards campus. Maybe I should go inside the Kroger there and I think that's what I think they might have if they have a coffee shop in there. Maybe I'll go in there. I'll walk up there to the Kroger up there and well, what used to be called the former ghetto Kroger. Okay, maybe there's a Starbucks in there. I'll go there. Wow, these steps are a lot hard. This is the first time I've walked up steps this steep since I was with these ankle weights on. I think. Gotta be careful though. Okay. Well, let's say goodbye to Flower Child. Let's go.